Hi guys, welcome to GameTalk. Feyenoord against Ajax, klassieker. Ajax won. No, not one. They didn't score. Sorry, the penalty was saved by Maarten. So, 0-3.
Yeah.
What did you make of the game?
I think 3 points in the back. That's definitely good. Always away at our competitors or former competitors in Rotterdam. It's a klassieker. It's always nice to play those. So I'm happy with the 3 points in the back. And like you said, Stekelenburg saved the penalty. He has an outstanding game today. So happy overall with the points, especially when you're already champion. It's always difficult to keep performing if it's already in the back. So job is done. 3 points go back to Amsterdam. And I'm happy overall.
Yeah, before we start talking a little bit about what happened during the game, first of all, the shirts. So we saw the kit for next year, the away kit. Your first thoughts on the kit?
My first thoughts were, but I only saw the front, was like Internazionale, like Inter Milan or maybe Club Brugge. But I do not really like it that much. It has not been the best away kit so far. Not that big of a fan.
Why don't you like it? What's exactly what you don't like about it?
I do not feel like the Ajax identity is really in this shirt. It's like different than it used to be, and I know the blue comes back in away kits a lot of times, a lot of seasons, but like the combination with the black and the blue stripes, it reminds me more of an Inter kit than the Ajax identity that I'm used of. So for me, I'd rather see a new kit like the third one with the Bob Marley influences in it as a second kit than this one. But this is personal preference. Maybe other people like it a lot. For me, I'm not that big of a fan.
All right.
How about you?
Maybe it will grow on you.
Yeah, maybe. But how about you?
I also think I share the opinion that it's a little bit off, with Ajax. I do understand that they're going retro a little bit, In the 90s, we had shirts like that, a bit similar. So I understand that, but I don't think it fits, it should be a bit more modern. I don't think we should go back there, So, let's see what the home kit will be and also what the third kit will be, because everybody, like you said, is talking about the Bob Marley shirt. So let's wait and see. But again, maybe it will grow up, it will grow on you and grow on me as well. Because let's face it as well, I mean, the away kit of this season, my first impression, I remember last season that I was like, I don't know about it.
Yeah. So I agree, and also what I think is a little bit weird is the stripes continue at the back on the sleeves.
Yeah,
and it's whole blue, like without stripes on the back.
Exactly.
So on the front it's all stripes, on the back it's stripes on the sleeves, but not on the back.
Yeah, it's plain.
The player.
It's plain.
So
yeah,
it's plain. So that is a bit weird also. So it's not really logical for me. But let's see how it develops on us and. It's just a shirt, especially the first kit. That's the most important one, and that's still iconic.
Yeah, exactly. So listen, we knew Feyenoord last week played against ADO, relegation. They're last in the league, and they lost the game. And you always know, like, everybody was already thinking, okay, this is going to be so easy. But at the same time, like you said, we're already champions. So there's no fans allowed, so still because of Corona. So it doesn't... All these things together, you always try to think, okay, what kind of game are we getting, And in the beginning, I don't know how you saw the game, but I thought, honestly, let's be honest, Ajax was going for it, but at the same time, we're not playing that well. And Feyenoord got actually the first real chance.
Yeah.
And like you said, Maarten was really good today.
Terrific.
So looking at the beginning, I mean, the first half, we have to take the first half until we got the red card in general. Your thought on how Ajax performed compared to how Feyenoord performed? Do you thought we were a bit even, or do you thought we were a bit stronger?
I think the intention of Ajax was better than the intention of Feyenoord, because especially in your home stadium, you should always try to play football if you're a big club, So I didn't see that with Feyenoord. It was more counter-attacking football. And I can understand this because the difference in quality at the moment is big with Ajax and Feyenoord. So it's not a shame that Dick Advocaat tries to play like this. But I think intentionally Ajax went for it and Feyenoord tried to counter a little bit more. But for me, Ajax didn't convince in the first half. They had the right intentions and they were the squad that went for it. But the difference was not that big, at least not as big as I hoped it would be.
Yeah.
And this can mean several things. It has to do with already being champions, trying to still motivate yourself. Maybe they're a little bit sore for partying like the last week. So these things are all stuff you have to take into account. And for me, I think they were a little bit better the first half, Ajax, but not the big margins.
Do you understand the first 11 that Ten Hag sent on the field, on the pitch?
The question is, do I agree with it, or maybe should I have played other players? For the strongest formation, I agree with what he brought in today.
Yeah.
Because Mazraoui on the right back position and Rens to the left back is pretty logical for me. Because Nico Tagliafico was suspended today, so he had to be substituted, his position. So for me, it was a good starting 11. Nothing to comment on that.
So let's do a very large skip towards the end of the first half. So the penalty incident with Alvarez.
Yeah.
So your thoughts on that? Because you were discussing a lot with us about that you don't understand. First of all, let's first say, is it a handsball? That's the first thing we have to say. And the second thing is, you were not really, you didn't understand why it was a red card.
Yeah, exactly. For me, it was very weird to not see VAR replays during the match, because usually these kind of decisions takes a few minutes, and you see different angles and different situations being replayed. And we didn't see that today. Also, if you see it, it was not an intentional handsball. And do not say, I cannot understand that they give a penalty, because it was a little bit on his shoulder or maybe on his chest. It can be discussed.
Let's just say one thing. I want to know from you.
Yeah.
The way you saw it.
Yeah.
Does the ball go to the hand? I mean, does it touch the arm or does it touch the chest? Or is it between both?
I think between both, if I have to be honest. But for me, it wasn't a red card, because there was no intention for Alvarez to hit the ball or smash the ball or went to watch the ball with his arm. It was so close to him and he got hit here.
Yeah.
So the penalty, I can live with the penalty, but a red card, it's
but
weird.
At the same time, I mean, I'm trying to be objective here.
Yeah.
Alvarez raises his arm.
Yeah, but how do you defend? It's not like he's smashing towards the ball or trying to hit the ball.
Yeah.
It's the trajectory how you move. Even if his hands were like this, still the part where the ball was hit would have been exposed.
Yeah.
So it's not like he hits his arm. It's just the shoulder or maybe the chest. And there were two little replays to actually divine if it's on the arm or on the chest.
Exactly.
So, penalty given, I can live with this. But a direct red card, it's just weird.
Look, before I touch upon the red card, the thing with the VAR that's really always the case that makes it very hard for us to understand is, if a referee decides something, the only way the VAR can turn it around is if it's a clear mistake from the referee.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think, but this is just me thinking, if the ref hasn't seen or didn't say it was, a handsball, I don't think the VAR would have overturned this either, because the VAR also doesn't clearly see it's a handsball. So because the ref said, okay, it's a handsball, it's a penalty, the only job the VAR has at this point is they have to look at, hey, is this a clear mistake, or is it what the ref saw, is it clear? So basically what they say is yes, you know what, we cannot say it's not a handsball, so leave it as it is.
Okay.
And then the ref, let's go to the second part, gives a red card because basically Alvarez, if he doesn't stop the ball, it's a goal.
Yeah, but there is a difference. You can have a shot towards the goal and it's non-intentional and it hits certain areas. Or you have you remember Luis Suarez with Uruguay in the World Championship?
World Cup.
He just hits it off the line. That's intentional.
I don't think they make a distinction between that.
I do think they do.
I don't think so.
Okay, I do not know the rules that clearly, but for me it was very weird that the red card was given. But still, I can live with the decision that it's a penalty. I thought it was a bit weird that they didn't review it that much. Sometimes yellow cards get overturned by the VAR and it becomes a red card. So I think you have to review those things too.
But are you saying that he shouldn't have Alvarez shouldn't have gotten any card?
I do not know. Because it's difficult because he just got a yellow card, but it should not be an issue, because it's a different situation.
Yeah.
If he would have been sent off with the yellow card, I think still it was not intentional. He didn't have any intention to hit the ball. So I think a penalty is already a big punishment, I can live with it because I understand if it hits the arm, it's a penalty. So that's not a discussion.
Yeah.
But I think maybe we discussed too much if it's a red card or not. I think it's just weird that the VAR has different standards, Sometimes you wait 3 minutes and they review everything. And now we didn't even see a replay on the television. So, yeah. I'm not an expert at it. I do not know the rules that clearly like the referees do, but I think it was questionable.
Okay, so we're down to 10 men.
Yeah.
We're going to 1-0. And then we thought, okay, they're going to score. It's going to be 1-1. It's going to be a difficult second half. But Maarten pulled us through. We go into the break. And then we think, okay, it's going to be a tough second half, but we can always count on Feyenoord to mess up things for us, right?
Okay, yeah, that it's usually this is the case, but today it was pretty harsh, because it's two own goals in one match. Like even on the television, they said this is a unique situation. It never happened before. So I actually feel a little bit sad for them because
really,
it's always nasty if a team gets two own goals, It's not like I'm saying I'm not happy with it because we still beat them and it's Feyenoord, but it was very unfortunate, let's be honest.
But how unfortunate is it when you're playing against 10 that you screw your own situation up and you get a red card also?
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Any debate on that one?
No, it was a second yellow.
At least.
Yeah. And I can only agree with the decision that it's a red card.
Yeah.
Second yellow card. It were both yellow cards, and it was pretty stupid from him to make this foul because he really brought his team into a disadvantage there. Because against 10. With 10, it's a totally different ball game than when you have one extra player, So
let me ask you something. By the way, I don't know if you agree, yes or no. But in the second half, up till that point that we got 10-10, I was playing pretty well, actually, against 11 of Feyenoord players.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Yeah, I do not want to bring up the subject, but it does have something to do with Haller not being in the center of the field, I think.
Why?
Because I think the link-up play was better. And I do not say Haller is a bad signing or he doesn't have a future because I think he can still be a terrific player for Ajax. But you saw a difference in Tadic in the striker position and Haller in the striker position. So for me, that is a big difference. And I think that has something to do with the quality.
Okay. All right. So then we go on. Actually, from that point on, 10-10, Feyenoord was still trying, but we looked the more dangerous team, to be honest. I must say, though, Stekelenburg had still one or two really good saves. Is your man of the match?
Yeah, definitely.
Were you doubting about the man of the match?
No.
Okay.
For me, it was quite easy. The save in the first half in the short corner, he dived and he saved a really important shot from Feyenoord, the first chance. He kept us in the game when it was 1-0 and he stopped the penalty. For me, Stekelenburg today was terrific. And you can see his quality and experience. And for me, no doubt, he was the best man of the match.
All right. Last questions.
Yeah.
I would like to also go to the players that don't play that much this season, the ones that came in. So we know that Schuurs came in. We know that, help me out here, Kudus came in, of course.
Kleiber.
He scored the final goal.
Kleiber and Neres.
Kleiber, Ekkelenkamp as well.
Yeah.
So just quickly through these players, anyone that made an impact?
Yeah,
or
Kudus. It's logical, right? He scored a goal, and I thought he had some terrific runs and turns at the 6-8 position. So you can see his quality there, and you saw a little bit of his quality showing again because he was a little bit absent when he played the last times, and now today you saw some of his quality. His quality showing up again, and this is important because I think it's tough for such a young player to have such a big injury and trying to get back to your own form again. Yeah. And today you saw glimpses of it again, and I think he deserved to be mentioned of those players who went in, and the rest was just okay-ish.
All right. Final question.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the game?
No. I thought it was not to like criticize Ajax or Feyenoord, but it was not that great of a klassieker. We've had better ones. But can you expect it at that point in the season with all the players missing at Feyenoord's side, Ajax being champions already? 3 points are in the bag. Let's not be too critical, but I didn't see it as a great game to watch. It was not that exciting. I do not know what your opinion is about it, but I saw better ones than this.
I understand. And you think it has to do with the situation?
Yeah.
No fans.
Yeah,
we're champions,
course.
and
Yeah.
the quality is too big.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
All those situations are taken into account. And Feyenoord doesn't have that many great players compared to Ajax. And if they miss a lot of those, you can see the quality drop. Ajax has a broader selection and they can manage better. But it was not an exciting game for me.
Guys, I can feel it, man. I can. You want to subscribe.